Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim L'chaim. This week's Torah portion is Vaetchanan. It's also Shabbos Nachamu. The Torah portion highlights, again, Moshe is going through his rebuke of the people. He highlights all the incredible things that Hashem did for the Jewish people, for our ancestors, in Egypt and in Mount Sinai, the giving of the Torah. We have in this week's Torah portion a repetition of the Shema, which was said in a previous parsha, but Moshe repeats it again. He says the Shema, the Ve'ahavta. He also goes through the Ten Commandments, and at the very end of the Torah portion, he highlights to the Jewish people what will happen if they follow Hashem's mitzvot, and what will happen if they don't. And he says that you guys are ultimately destined to go astray and to be exiled from the land and from Hashem. And in a nutshell, that's the Torah portion. And for me, it really, really hit home, because at the very beginning of the week, I was really struggling. I was struggling mostly in my tefillah. I really lost belief in myself. I lost belief in my tefillah, and I felt as though I wasn't really able to accomplish anything with my tefillah. And so it was very difficult for me, because you almost don't want to go pray. You don't want to learn Torah. You don't feel like you're doing anything. And I was learning the Torah portion. I was sitting at work. I was learning. And I realized that Moshe is speaking directly to me. He's rebuking me. And he's telling me, how do you not remember all the great things that Hashem did for your ancestors? The only reason you are here today, as a Jewish man, able to learn Torah and to work and to live in Israel, is because Hashem brought your fathers out of Egypt. He wrought all these miracles for them. He gave you the Torah, and he goes through all the commandments, all the Torah, all the incredible sights and sounds that we heard. He says, how could you forget Hashem? How could you forget everything that he's done for you? And I realized at that moment that Moshe is talking to me. He's telling me, you are a Jew, only because of what Hashem did for you. And when Hashem tells you that you are special to him, that you're a nation of Kohanim, that you're able to achieve incredible things by the power of your mouth, unlike the nations of the world, our power is not in swords. It's not in, war. Our power is in our mouth, in our tefillah, in our close connection to Hashem. And I realized, and I got a lot of chizuk from it, that Hashem really chose us, and he chose us each individually and put us here. And we are meritorious to be where we are today. If we're in Israel, then thank God we get to live here and breathe this holy air, to walk on this land. How many sages died to come and live in this land and to walk on it and to breathe the air. And so I think the message that I take, the most to heart is not to forget Hashem, not to forget how holy we are as Jews, not to forget where our power lies. They say that Hashem created everything for a reason, even forgetfulness. You can say, okay, maybe I forget things so that I can forget my mistakes and, not linger on them too much, and I could grow from them. And I cannot let, the mistakes of my past hold me back. At the same time, we can't forget the good things. We can't forget all the things that Hashem has done for us and all the reason that we're here today. So I think for me, the message for all of us and my bracha to all of us is to not forget Hashem and to not forget how holy we are and how powerful we are, and to continue to daven for the soldiers and to continue to daven for the hostages, and B'ezrat Hashem to continue to daven for Mashiach. May we see him immediately in our days. Shabbat Shalom.